Hi everyone, it's our Crypto Saturday. I'm sorry I'm stuffing my face. No offense meant. Um, it's a Saturday, so the US market is closed, so we'll be just taking our time to to check our crypto monthly levels actually. We'll see what's going on US market real quick, but then we'll check cryptos. So let's just dive into it. Hmm. Sorry. This is good. Technically still continuation of the long trend. However, we see this splash of volume. Tail is bigger. Spread is still enlarging, but it's always alarming when the bigger volume comes. And you see like the volume distribution is growing, 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 and then boom, it peaks. Bearish tail, and the sign of strength bar comes not on jump over creek, but up there extended. And on hourly here, boom, biggest volume of the entire long trend on hourly. And then test of this T1 level, boom, 1 bar spring. Beautiful indication of long trend stop, at least for a correction. Yeah, we could have been playing up to 0.5 correction, which is like right here. So after the upthrust closed and up to here, which is unrealistic. Yeah, so nothing for us right now on Bitcoin, nothing cooking here. If it breaks up, forms new T1 level, it's going to be still counter trend. If it tests, or rather retests, because the first test of this upthrust was here. That's it. Bullish bar, 603 opening, closing 703. Yeah, and then boom, 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 and now it retests again, and now retests again. Either breaks up above or goes here, and then we have a balance. We'll see. Our stocks real quick. AstraZeneca, we still wait for manipulation of this T1 level, and then we can play it. We'll talk more about it on Sunday before the market opens on Monday morning. So once it retests here, we can play from hourly without waiting for manipulation signal being closed. Even on minute chart. Even on minute chart. Oh, can we? On the minute? No, we cannot do it on the minute because on the minute it still didn't have a transitory extremum of hourly through daily. So like on hourly, it's just a counter trend. So on 5 minutes, we will be able only to trade it after the spring closes here on hourly, up to 1/2 of the range. Or maybe not. Like we surely can have a counter trade, aggressive trade on hourly, probably on 5 minute too. We'll see. Yeah, this needs to go, same deal, needs to go here. Qs began the correction here, so we'll be waiting for Qs to come at least to. This is the biggest volume. No, this is the biggest volume, the trend. Yeah, I mean, like so extended. The semiconductor, same deal, correction. XLP is our favorite, is my favorite, you guys. It's kind of like 1 bar, like 2 bar correction. The correction is too quick. After all this, I would expect it to like do it twice. However, we just need a test. Just need a test resumption of the buying of the bulls, and we can go off the 0.5. Wow. It's not so sexy on monthly. Well, I promise you crypto Saturday. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, it looks good on daily. So only short trade. There's nothing like to invest here. Only short, like quickie, boom, boom. Yeah, only an hourly trade. Yeah. Uh, our Pepsi that we missed here came to correction. So if it springs this level, this is kind of like too low, of course, and the volume. So it's not like volume of correction, but it's also earnings and the test of the spring. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, maybe something quick and short. Costco can be played out of this level. Comcast can be played if it springs well this level, potentially for acceleration on hourly. Didn't reach this level, but it's like 0.52 and no volume. See, you guys, no volume on the test. This is good. The biggest volume is down here below, which is good. Yeah, Comcast looks like the best, I think. Okay, cryptos. Avax looks good for short. Monthly is bullish, but due to correction, we've seen this 1, 2, 3, and correction began. So correction into 0.5. So there's room to go for sure if you put it like this. And it's kind of like in 0.5. You don't put it like this, but I mean, you can see also just for our information, it's in 0.5 level of the entire short impulse within this what is now balanced. So we can expect some correction started here, and correction can go up to here, and the biggest volume is on this bar. So it can easily go like to somewhere towards 0.5. So yeah, if it gives us some quick hourly trade, it's totally doable. It's like more than doable. So it comes here and you see this volume, and the next biggest volume untested is here. Bigger volume untested is here. So if it upthrusts this T1 with a splash of volume and then tests since it's counter trend, that's a potential trade right there. Like this. Do you like what I see? Because I do. That can be a good trade. Let's put a... No, sorry. That can be trade. Okay. Let's see monthlies real quick. I think we already did, didn't we? We did. Let's just double check something. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I want to like check some of the monthly levels, and then we'll go on daily everywhere. On daily everywhere. Yeah. That is what's going on here. Okay. Let's TS monthly. Yeah, it actually corrected to 0.5. You see, volume, and the biggest bars here. But it was also breaking through the test of the biggest volume of the short impulse. Yeah, and it's kind of now nowhere, in the middle of nowhere. Let me double check something. T1, T2, T1. You know, maybe my charting is off on this one because you see how the long impulse was developing here. Let me fix something on this one. Gosh, these ice cream trucks, they're getting the better of me. I think it's like a secret NSA tool to program zombify population. These ice cream trucks. You know how they say they use like Mickey Mouse songs in Guam to torture people. I think it's like similar. I think your mind just gives up after some time and you become compliant. And we have two in the neighborhood, one truck and one cart, which is pulled by a man. I think they work for the government. Yeah, something of this kind. You know, guys, I might have been wrong on my charting, which I'm sometimes known for. And what it changes here, it changes our perspective on the contextual direction of the model. It's more so long, I think. You see how it was the T1, then T2, T1, T2, boom, breaks above here. This is the biggest volume that didn't held, so it was a trend. Stop, correction, reversal. And now it's in correction, and that makes sense because like it kind of like a little bit contradicts the monthly because it goes like correction in a downward direction. However, it is not that's exactly why it's correction, so it's not strong enough to break through and change the direction, so it's still incoming direction of this trend, and it's still technically what's like one two yeah it's still in long impulse because it never broke down below. So what it changes here, it gives us an opportunity to play this guy long with the thin lines because the range is just like too big to really reflect the actual interests of the market participants, like 40%. The crypto is volatile, but this is too much even for crypto. So we can see this trend like this now. You see what I'm saying? Which give us like more opportunity to trade it. Yeah, something like that. No, wait. Sorry. My charging is off. So yeah, that was the first T1. It protected with this upthrust. And then T2 expands. Kind of see this like ducks under a little bit like too deep below 0.5 correction, but then resumes bullish and now manipulates expanding. It's still T1 because like 1 2 1. No, technically no, it's balanced now. 1 2 1 2. So yeah, so it manipulates expanding creek. You can also continue checking like the point 0.5 fib. But yeah, that's how Alice looks like. So if it protects this one comes here, you can trade it from here. Yeah, I think point 0.5 is not useful here anymore. Yeah, that's our Alice. Cool. Let's see our Ether, our ETH. That's how monthly goes. You see, this is shorting of thrust, similar volume, zero spread, like inverse hammer. Clear sign of correction or reversal or stop of the trend. Daily. Daily is just like in the middle of big diapason, but contextual direction is lost. So we can say nothing about Ether. Link. The biggest volume is here. 0.5 is here. You see this long balance? Technically, we can play because it's like it's an expanding creek. However, see this volume? Oh no, this volume. It's actually not bad. Like upthrust test, now retest. Doesn't look bad. However, it looks long on monthly. Oh yeah, no, we cannot play it. Well, we can look hourly, not on daily, because on daily we should only look for the trade in continuation of the long trend. However, on hourly, boom, yeah, you can say boom, ta-dan, ta-dan, biggest volume. It never changed direction here. Doo-doo-doon. Tun tun. Tun 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 tun. Tun tun. This is a new extremum. Breaks down. Gosh. Whoa. This is where we are. Yeah, so technically it broke down. Never held this level. Didn't form nothing here. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's kind of in this like super wide range. So this is what happened here. This is my friends. This is the end. My only friend, the end. If I'm ad-libbing my own lyrics, don't feel no hard feelings. Just have known to do that. Don't remember the actual lyrics and just sing something absolutely of my own. But I love Jim Morrison. And the house where he lived is just nearby in Laurel Canyon. So technically it broke, it reversed the impulse direction. However, you see this correction, it's like way more than 0.5. This is 0.5, and it eventually like bounced and went down. But anywho, there's nothing for us to trade here for sure. Unless you're official psycho. No, there's nothing. Sorry, Link, we're not watching you no more. Yeah. Our beloved. Yeah, this guy. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. In a hindsight, should have I closed the entire position here? Maybe I should have. Sorry. Let me just move this one here so it doesn't. It's like too much in the chart. Technically, it's in 0.5 of the entire impulse. The context, you see how it tested, retested, almost hit our stop loss. Went down, 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 down. Here protected the level, but instead of so here the context direction was to the creek level, but instead it retested, expands eye again, and now breaks eyes, even though like by tick or two, but still. Down reaction bar is bearish, and then the next bar is also bearish. Well, there's still hope, even though it broke the monthly level. There is still hope we're gonna go down, and maybe if it manipulates this level again, maybe that's where we should close for profit. Yeah, it's been a long story. I'm in this position since last year, December 23, working on my holding muscle. What's next? Our Solana grinding higher, correction began. Correction began. Correction began. Correction began. Our daily. So you see, here's the contradiction. Here's the contradiction, a systemic contradiction between correction on monthly and this thing on daily. And it's okay when it like goes and expands and expands and expands. It's like visible when correction expands the say ice level of the balance or T2 of the long impulse. But here it doesn't expand nothing. It just like just doing nothing. So that would make sense. So when this experiment was formed on 1st of February. So like say on 1st of February. Yeah, we could have said like, thank you. We will see this as a, you should really see this as a correction. Like this. So it went down, boom, 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 boom. Yes, and now it's at the something like this. Are you following? So like once the extremum was formed and we know that officially now we're in correction, we can see this whole development here the downward facing dog. Is the, is the bearish trend. Do you agree? And this volume here was good. Didn't break below though. It never broke below really. So technically, this is manipulation bar. Increased volume. Didn't break above the T2 level. Reaction bar now goes up with lower volume, which is alarming, but technically. And here's how it played out on hourly. The transitory extremum breaks above, forms T1. So yeah, this is how it played. This is the biggest volume. It's not the biggest volume of the entire, but it's definitely one of. So, oh, hold on. Where are you? Ta-da! So there is volume on our way up, but I mean, you know what I mean? Especially starting like from the last. And we only need to see for the purpose of not meeting any resistance on our way. So this one is pretty much a bearish bar. This is, yeah, tested. This one is not tested. Yeah, so that's the closest bigger volume untested we can see. Should not be much of our consideration, so it's not in our way. Yeah, like this guy. That's the only concern we can have. But yeah, nothing to. We can continue watching it for short on hourly. If it comes, no. Even if it comes here, manipulates, it's going to be technical counter trend. So I'll be watching for. We'll be able to trade it to up to 0.5. And by that time, daily will close as the breakthrough. You won't be able to trade it. So let's keep an eye on. I don't see much for us there. Let's check. This is getting congested. Let's see our 1 inch. Ooh. Yeah. Here's the correction. With the splash of volume on bar, like reversal bar, this weird volume. It looks weird. The whole 1 inch looks weird. AF. Yeah. Here though, yeah, we can play it when it comes back here. So technically can be good soon for a long trade. However, this is like super weird. Like what is it doing here? Is it testing this sign of weakness bar? And is it sign of weakness bar at all? Because you see the spread non-existent. However, you see how it's played. Like, let's see what happened on hourly. Yeah, it was trying like to reverse the trend, like breakthrough, and then ba-boom. This is bearish. Yeah, so that's a good volume level actually. It's not bad. Yeah, so we can play 1 inch if it comes here. Not yet. Let's see our Yeah. Yeah. And this volume I think is bigger now, yeah? 1897. 1872, yes. So our sign of strength bar moves here, which is extended. It's above. Normally you want the jump over crate to be um, our sign of strength level, and it's like way above zero point 0.5. Not way, but it is above. And this looks way. Hold on. Where's the first? Yeah. So this is here. Yeah, there's another contradiction. You see how this entire balance we have has its eyes below the monthly level. That should not be happening because monthly levels are stronger than hourly, so we have than daily. Like superior time frame is always stronger than inferior, which means that we should be seeing this as an as a long trend. So this guy goes here now. Yeah, this is more like it for now. And we got this level too. And then we got this level too. When it comes here, we can look for something. And you see also how this is still like one of the biggest volumes of the entire trend. We'll see. This like level doesn't look trustworthy. And on hourly, still good. It's not bad. Tail is big, but spread is also big. You see this bullish movement, and we never went below it. So this can be a valid level or any test to it. We'll be keeping an eye on TRX. TRX. Oof, this is extended. This is extended. Biggest volume here. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't know how you feel about this guy. Yeah. But actually, the level. It's a correction now. And it's in 0.5 of the entire short impulse within this balance, within this range, which is not really indicator for us. However, it's a correction. So daily is in alliance with short impulse on daily corresponds to the correction on. Oh, right, we have it opened already. Yeah, we're keeping an eye on it. Okay, what else? Let's see our monthlies. 0.5, tail, volume. See this? I'm exhausting. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down after here. Oh, maybe it's already been there. See with the tail? That's where it tested, I guess. Did it? Mm. Maybe it did here. Yeah, I think so. Boom, boom. Ooh. Oh no. Yeah, it's kind of. Mm. It's a huge diapason. 50%. Hard to work with it. How do you work with 50% range? We'll just leave it alone. 1 inch. Yeah, we're in a trade here. It was a sweet 0.5 like here for a short quick trade. And nothing more than that. Yeah. It broke down here, so we can't look for any trades anymore on daily. Breakthrough. This is good for a short trade on daily. And we are looking at it right now. Mm. Mm. This is kind of creepy. Oh. It stood on, but it didn't go, you see? So this is a spring. So counter trend, so it was up to 0.5 and there, boom, it resumed, but didn't go lower. And the volume kind of grows. We can see it like this and see this correction into, why? That's weird. Oop. Yeah. Kind of see this correction now. Oh, you know what? I don't like it. I just don't. And it's still a long balance. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it's a long balance. 1, 2, and then there's no. Yeah, no. The context direction is still short. On monthly, so we'll leave it alone for now. Let it make a decision. This guy though is more like a long context, but I see how it can't, like it's manipulated. T2, we don't formally recognize T2 here because it didn't reach the T1 level, but considering the circumstance, we can say that it was, especially low 905, low, no, it didn't reach into the spread of this sinus strength bar on monthly. We can say it's like a long balance. We can. So our contextual direction is long, but you see what it does? Boom. Tries to go up and there's boom. Here's a very important level because that's where the context direction is kind of broke. It's not broke yet, but it changed. And then it goes and boom, short. And here it tries to resume bearish. However, I wouldn't trust it much. This is just like it's messed up in simple words. You can like try to look at it like this. You see what I'm saying? Like this. And then it breaks down. Yeah, and ever since here, it's like it broke the context direction. However, it went all the way up again. So technically, it's like a rude expansion of the ice level because when it came back here, now we have 1, 2, 1, 2. It's a balance, but then again, boom, you see? Low here is 893. The close here is above. Hmm. 893. Oh no, below. Yeah. And closes. Yeah. But then again, it goes up all the way. So technically, but it doesn't. No, guys, it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. BNB, Binance needs to decide what it wants to do with its life. Cake. Nothing on. It broke above the sign of weakness test level. Oh yeah, it's like in the middle of nowhere, no context whatsoever, and there's nothing on monthly that could help us to make a decision. So technically, it's first sign of reversal of the trend. Now it needs to confirm by interacting with this level, and we'll let it do it. We'll let it. This looks good. A little of the balance because it's like similar time horizon 1 2 1 2. A little bit of expanding balance. Anyone? This is more weird because yeah, even though it's like broke, but the what is now T2 x T1 is so high up there, it need to manipulate, interact with this level, and then we'll recognize T2 here. So we'll let it make its decisions. Yeah, this is technically is a long impulse. This 2-bar up thrust could go up to 0.5, already did, and now it should resume to contextual direction. We cannot trade it, but contextual direction is up. It touched, didn't manipulate the break under ice level, which was 927, high 915. Yeah, it didn't reach it, so technically, yeah, like by this. But since the change of direction, we can say that contextual direction now is short because it broke down here, confirmed the T2 level, T1, T2, attempted to break it up here, but didn't confirm and go here below. So it's like 1, 2. Yeah, still short. We need to wait for tether to interact with either of the levels. Ether we already took a look at. GMT. Is it a sports shoes app? Tracking your miles, logging your miles. There's no context on monthly. Oops. This is something. Boom, boom, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's a balance. Splash of volume. You could have traded like right here. However, there's no context on the monthly. You need to interact either with this or this. No, friend, you don't hijack our monthly chart. So it goes on daily. It's not bad for hourly play. You guys getting excited? Because I do. Boom, boom. It went like this, and then like this. Yeah, this is a weird situation where I don't really know where to define. It's kind of, I think it's here. It's not like much important because it broke down anyways. So it broke the T2 of long impulse here, and ever since it's in the short. So when it comes, when it comes, see this level though, it's kind of a little alarming for correction. And let's see these levels here. Yeah, there's some levels. Let's see what we've missed. Let's see what we've missed over here. Boom, volume, like low, 4339. Ugh, didn't manipulate, and it breaks down here. This was teasing us, like in this balance, and then technically it breaks down. But you can see this. Yeah, however, it didn't give us a test anyways. Didn't give us a test. So there was no entry point for us. Maybe on 5 minutes here, because first time it manipulates the transitory extremum on inferior time frame. You can play counter trend without the close manipulation signal. So yeah, maybe here. And volume wise, volume wise, there is volume. It's not the biggest volume for sure. Yeah, especially if you look at the entire wave. No, it's not the biggest volume. Tested, untested, boom. Yeah, so this would be our like kind of limitation. Yeah, no, there was nothing much distinctive on hourly, maybe something on 5 minutes. But for now, it's like too high above zero point 0.5, but once it reaches, if it reaches lower, that would be a good point, good entry point. Let's keep an eye. Kava, Kakava, contextual direction short after 2 bar upthrust of the reaction bar level. I see this volume and you see this volume, like, does it look like correction? Because it doesn't to me. Like correction is the sign of weakness, and this is not a sign of weakness. This is a sign of strength. Um, and you see, we don't use it as an indicator for our trade setups, but you see how it kissed the. Thank you for barking, dog. It's so nice. Yeah, and volume goes high, 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 and then do. So it looks like a resumption of the. That was a correction 1, 2, 3, and then resumption of the main trade, and so we would expect it to interact with T1 at some point. Wait, what this is in the world? This was what happened here. This is a mess, you guys. I don't even know how to react to this. 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's a balance. Why did I decide to turn it to a... Anyone knows? Why did I decide to... go from balance to... Yeah, it's a distinctive balance right here. Right here. Oh, okay. That was... Yes, now that makes sense. Breakthrough, confirmation, 2-2, T1, 2-2, breakdown, reversal of the trend, and now did change the trend, and then it came back like 80%. That's not how it works. But you see, that's a massacre. It is a legit massacre. So it went down like 80%. That's not how trend is reversed. And this volume, if you see in the tail, I want to see where it went. Hey, you shouldn't be that far. I hate when like how you scroll back like one of the time frames and then you switch over to another and it tries to like rewind the same amount of bars, superior or inferior time frame. It's not useful at all. January 23rd. January 23rd. I want to see what happened there on January 20. This is not an impulse. Like someone did something here. Someone bought. Without hiding it. Anyhow. So it's like this is annoying. You trading view. I love you, but I want you to be better. Yeah, so someone just brutally bought it here. So it comes to like test this level. We'd call it a balance. Let's call it a balance. And can trade from here, but not till then. Okay. Break under ice level didn't hold. 0.5 worked, but we wouldn't trade from 0.5 after it broke. And there is a splash of volume succeeding the biggest volume of the downtrend, so it's not a correction no more. However, big tail and still in the middle of nothing. It didn't break It did break. Oh no, it's a reaction bar. And it's all-time highs here. It was at all times high here. So we'll see. I mean, we're not gonna touch it. I like this volume distribution for a continuation of this trend. So like if it came like to retest here, to test here, that would be nice. We took a look at link already. So it's a balance, expanding balance. So technically that's our entry point on our hourly. But this white, yeah, didn't give us a chance on. Wait, what? Doesn't give us a chance, much of a chance on link. We could, like, you could. You see how it's tempting because there was a splash of volume on this one. So, and since it was the first local extremum, and it does look like, yeah, and you see it would have worked on hourly, just like recognizing this level in the hindsight after an upthrust and test. That was a test of this upthrust, and then like boom. You see what I'm talking about? Just like biting our 1 bar rule and just recognizing our local extremum here. And there is a splash of volume here, so there was some struggle, some fight. And then splash of volume, closing, 0.5, boom, easy money. See what I'm saying? But in hindsight, we all are so smart. And here, where it comes to test this upthrust to this volume, so even if you look at it like this volume is no bueno. Something happened. However, this volume is short. So this like volume is in this extremum. And broke it further. And then the volume here. Let's stick to our rules, right, guys? Because that's not who we are. Yeah, let's just keep it here. You have so much cryptos to trade. Oh, this is actually good. It's a uptrend, bullish trend. Where was the reversal though? Or did I cut it off? Oh, I cut it off and decided to just, yeah, boom, 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 boom. 2-bar spring. Test. Go. It doesn't look, yeah, and it's a massacre on daily anyways. Not gonna touch it. Bye-bye. Luna too. Some people still hodl. Like hodling crypto, I think, is a very perverted idea. Kind of like tulip seed fever or something. Maybe I'm too old now to carry on a judgment, a proper evaluation on the world of crypto, but I think it's like speculation. Yeah, maybe if it comes. So ever since this volume, you can't really see it as a correction no more. You see what I'm saying? This volume, anything in here is bigger than this downward trend. So we can look at it as a and the diapason, of course, on monthly is not representing 85% the real interests of the participants. So I think what is fair to do is to start like, let's call it thinning to start drawing thin lines on this one. And now it's in 0.5 correction. 0.5 correction. Actually, it's like quite below 0.5 correction. This volume, no volume, no volume, and then boom, boom, boom. Someone is buying, you guys. Someone is buying. You need to understand that all the charts are just the graphic depiction of market participants' activities, whether live people or bots that are set up by live people. Which is the same thing eventually from the charting point of view. So here what happened. And you see it's correction and it cannot break below. But after this bar closed, that would be fair to see this wave as the short impulse. Regardless, we'll need to wait for manipulation with this level. Yeah, it's just like it's too weird. We are looking for the patterns that we can recognize. Yeah, it broke below. However, this volume, once again, doesn't look like correction. This volume again, and now boom. Yeah, just too choppy, too choppy. We can continue. That was definitely a good point to look for long trades. You got to be careful because monthly is technically it broke down, so like it's now the beginning of short trend. However, this volume doesn't think so, and then exhaustion was here, and it didn't even see the sign of weakness bar level at all, like just disregard it. But it kind of stumbles on 0.5 if you still see it as the short impulse. It went quite above it, like boom here and then grind higher. And now broke this level. Yeah, I would stay away from this for now. But if that's the only financial instrument at your disposal and you have to trade it or will die of starvation and your kids need to eat, then I would consider it something like this. Yeah, that was. Oh, actually, yeah, actually, it's even more so like this. We'll see how today closes, but for now, should be seen like this. Yeah, let's see how the day closes. But yeah, I mean, I'm just fooling around. I wouldn't be serious. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I was reminded I promised something, so see you soon. I gotta go now. Love you.